What is going on, Bolt Nation? This is LaserBolt coming at you with another video. In today's video, I'm going to be telling you how to get God roll weapons. Yes, how are you able to get these God roll weapons? How are you going to be able to identify if they are God roll? And what activities do you need to do to actually get these? Now, there are 3 activities that I know so far that you're able to get these God roll weapons. Now, if for some reason some of you have gotten them in different activities, let me know in the comment section down below and we'll try to add it to the list. But as of right now, I can only for sure certainly say there are 3 activities that you're able to get these weapons. So what exactly are God roll weapons? So for most of us that we play the game, we know that once we get a weapon or a weapon gets dropped, first thing we want to do is, of course, look at its perks and see if the perks are actually pretty good. And we go off the assumption of based on what weapon it is. We look at its perks, we go perk by perk, and we say, okay, the Rampage works, or, Kill Clip works for this weapon. If it's a pulse rifle, this is the God roll I should have. If it's a hand cannon, this is the God roll. If it's a shotgun, this is the God roll. I'm pretty sure the majority of you guys already know how this works. But what exactly is considered a God roll weapon in Destiny? Well, Destiny has included a brand new weapon. I wouldn't say a brand new weapon or a brand new weapon type, but a brand new type of weapon that will drop for you guys called a curated weapon. What exactly is a curated weapon? Basically, a curated weapon is a weapon that drops with the same rolls on every single time it drops. So every time that weapon drops, it will always drop the same rolls. But the good thing about the weapon is that it comes with the best rolls you could possibly get for that specific weapon. For example, if you get a pulse rifle and it's a curated weapon, then that weapon will have the best rolls or the best perks it could possibly have for that specific weapon. If you get a hand cannon that's curated, it will have the best perks for that specific weapon. Not only that, but that weapon will drop masterwork. It will be masterwork completely to 10. And the masterwork that it has is the best masterwork for that weapon. So now the question is, like, Laser, how do I identify if I got a curated weapon? And where can I get a curated weapon from? In order for you to identify if your weapon is curated or not, the first thing you're going to want to make sure that your weapon is masterwork 10. Make sure if the weapon is masterwork 10 and you have static perks that you can't change, then that weapon is a curated weapon. Now you're wondering, well, Laser, where the heck do I get these weapons? I want one now. Well, don't we all want one now? But the best way to actually get these weapons, there are 3 ways you could get these type of weapons. Number 1, of course, is doing the raid. Now that's going to be pure RNG. If you get lucky to get a drop of a curated weapon, then you got yourselves a God roll. You got yourselves the best of the best of the best. Now, granted, all the weapons that are currently right now in the raid could drop curated. So if you're trying to get an auto rifle, pulse rifle, hand cannon, shot, whatever you're trying to get from the raid, there's a great possibility that you could get a curated weapon. You just got to check when you get that drop that it's curated or if it's not curated. Now, the other way that you're able to get a curated weapon is every time you reset your rank in Gambit. Every time you go to Gambit and you reset your rank and you completed all the way, you've done all the leveling up of Gambit and you reset it, you will get a curated weapon. The first weapon that usually drops the first time, I believe, is the Trust. The second weapon is the rocket launcher. And I think the more you level up and the more you keep resetting your rank, the more weapons you'll able to get from Gambit, and they will all be dropping curated, which is a bit of a hassle because you have to rank up your Gambit score. But once you get it done, you will have God roll weapons every time you reset your rank. Now, the last way that I know that you're able to get a curated weapon, and this is pure RNG based, is if you guys do the Blinding Well. I've only seen one weapon drop that's curated from the Blinding Well. Now, I haven't seen a lot of documentation where a lot of people are saying I'm getting one, maybe because we haven't, we don't get that much feedback, but there is people who have reported that they've done the Blind Well and they've done the heroic version of it and they've gotten a curated weapon. As to what triggers the RNG of the curated weapon in the Blinding Well, if it's doing the heroic event or if it's just doing Blinding Well at all, we don't know as of right now, but I'm pretty sure as time passes by, we will be able to identify what actually triggers it. If it's the heroic event or if it's just doing the Blinding Well. I mean, I've done tons of Blinding Well, haven't gotten a curated weapon to drop, but I know people who have done blinding well and have gotten a curated weapon to drop. As to if a curated weapon could drop in a Nightfall, I have no idea, but if anybody has gotten a curated weapon dropping from a Nightfall or from resetting their Crucible rank, please let me know in the comment section down below, because it would be very informative to know exactly where you could get these weapons from. So there you guys have it. If you're trying to get yourself a god roll, do any of these 3 activities, pray to RNG, and hopefully you guys get a curated weapon. And there you guys have it. That is how you guys are able to obtain one. Don't forget, guys, if you want to stay up to date to all things Destiny 2, make sure you guys keep it locked to this channel, and I